Ever wondered if flying cars and hyper-advanced AI are the only keys to solving our planet's biggest challenges? What if I told you that the blueprint for a sustainable future might not be hidden in a futuristic lab, but buried in the sands of time? We often think of climate change as a uniquely modern problem, a crisis born from our industrial age. But humanity has been battling a changing environment for millennia. The real question is, what can we learn from those who came before us? Let's journey back thousands of years to the banks of the Nile. For the ancient Egyptians, life depended on the river's annual flood. But what happened when the floods failed and drought struck? They didn't just pray for rain, they engineered solutions. They dug intricate networks of irrigation canals to channel water to distant fields, ensuring crops could grow even when the river was low. They built massive cisterns to store water, creating reserves that could last through the driest seasons. This wasn't just about survival. It was a masterclass in long-term water management, a system of foresight and respect for a precious resource. Now, let's travel across the globe to the dizzying heights of the Andes Mountains. Here, the Inca Empire faced a different challenge: farming on near vertical slopes. Their solution was ingenious and beautiful: the Andenes, or agricultural terraces. These weren't just simple steps cut into the mountainside. Each terrace was a sophisticated multi-layered system designed for soil conservation and water management. Stone retaining walls absorbed the sun's heat during the day and radiated it back at night, protecting crops from frost. A layer of coarse gravel at the bottom ensured proper drainage, preventing erosion, while a mix of sand and nutrient-rich topsoil created the perfect growing medium. The Incas cultivated thousands of crop varieties, a stunning display of biodiversity that made their food supply resilient. They weren't just farming, they were creating and preserving entire ecosystems on the slopes of the world's highest mountains. Deep in the jungles of Central America, the Mayan civilization thrived for centuries, supporting massive cities in what seems like an inhospitable environment. How? They were masters of sustainable forest management and integrated agriculture. Instead of clear-cutting the forest, they worked with it, creating a system known as the milpa cycle. They would cultivate a plot of land with a diverse mix of crops like corn, beans, and squash, the three sisters, which complemented each other nutritionally and agriculturally. After a few years, they would let the plot lie fallow, allowing the jungle to reclaim it and replenish the soil's nutrients naturally. This rotational system allowed them to feed millions without destroying the rainforest that sustained them. They understood that their survival was directly linked to the health of the forest, a lesson in ecological balance we are still relearning today. The idea of a well-organized, clean city isn't a modern invention either. Let's look at the ancient Roman and Greek empires. While we marvel at the Colosseum and the Parthenon, their true genius might lie beneath the streets. The Romans engineered incredible aqueducts, some of which still stand today, that carried fresh water for hundreds of kilometers into bustling urban centers. They also built complex sewer systems, like the Cloaca Maxima in Rome, to manage waste and prevent disease. This wasn't just about convenience, it was about public health and resource management on an epic scale. Their urban planning demonstrated a profound understanding that a great city isn't just built of stone, but of sustainable systems that support its people. Perhaps one of the most astonishing examples comes from the Indus Valley over 4,000 years ago. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa of the Harappan civilization displayed a level of urban planning that would be impressive even by today's standards. Nearly every home had access to running water and was connected to a city-wide covered drainage system. They had private bathrooms and a sophisticated waste management network. This focus on sanitation and hygiene shows an incredible foresight into creating healthy, livable cities for large populations. They understood that managing waste was as crucial as sourcing water, a fundamental principle of sustainable urban living. From the deserts of Egypt to the peaks of the Andes, from the jungles of the Maya to the streets of Rome, our ancestors left us more than just ruins. They left us a legacy of resilience, innovation, and a deep intuitive understanding of their environment. They faced droughts, floods, and resource scarcity with ingenuity, creating solutions that were not only effective but also in harmony with the natural world. As we stand at our own environmental crossroads, armed with technology our ancestors could never have dreamed of, we face a choice. We can continue to look for purely technological fixes, or we can look back. We can combine our modern innovations with the timeless wisdom of the past. The evidence is clear. The knowledge to build a sustainable world has been with us all along. Perhaps the real future is not just about what we can create, but what we are willing to remember. Is the future in the past? The answer might just reshape how we see our world. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this important conversation going. See you next time.